Water scarcity is one of the most urgent challenges facing humans today. Last year, farmers in Iraq nearly hit a breaking point as the country entered its 5th year of one of the worst droughts in its history. Today, people across the country are trying to adapt and find solutions to higher temperatures and less rainfall, a new reality that experts say will become more and more common across the world. Summer in Iraq means long, dry days, living with some of the highest temperatures on the planet. And without water, life is impossible. Iraq's farmers got lucky this year. Heavy winter rains helped ease the drought, and for the first time in a long time, water returned to the marshes in the south. But many of the country's water problems go beyond a changing climate, and officials have warned that the underlying crisis remains unchanged. Back in October, before the rains came, Iraq's breadbasket looked like this. Dry irrigation ditches, scorched fields, empty homes, their inhabitants gone in search of jobs in the city.
احنا بهالديرة هذه. بهالديرة كان هذه بها مي وكان يعني زينة وديرة زينة، وهذا هاجر شل بيته وهاجر على قلة المي ماكو مي. ضل بدون مي وشال.
A family of 11 used to live here, he says. Like him, his relatives didn't own the land, but worked it to earn a living. Mashkour is one of the few who stayed behind. But without water, there's no work. For the past 5 years, he says, a nearby irrigation ditch has been dry. Drinking water has to get trucked in.
هذا احنا هالشكل. ديرتنا بهالشكل، أخذنا من المي صار لنا سنين. وضاعين وين نروح؟
Now empty, the fields they once farmed have become repositories of trash. It's no longer safe for his kids to play outside, he says, because the animals are hungry. He tried to dig a well, went down 50 meters, but when his sheep drank the water, they went blind. Mashkour largely blames local governments. The county hasn't been able to provide water to this area during the drought. His family is able to irrigate a small area of land by using a sewer line nearby. He tells us this quietly, a bit embarrassed.
مجاري يعني هكون يعني مقصود، لكن شنو من ضيمنا يعني من جوعنا من تعبنا احنا نسجي من المجاري مقبولة هي.
Before the rainfall this year, water reserves had dipped to their lowest levels in 80 years. This is one of thousands of farms that have been completely abandoned. People have had to go to the cities to look for work because there's not enough water to farm the fields here. This whole area used to be Iraq's breadbasket, growing dates, barley, rice, and now the water levels on the Tigris and the Euphrates are so low they can't fill the irrigation ditches and they have no other choice.
وكان يؤلمني أن العراق كان يسمى بلد السواد لكثرة المساحات الخضراء. حاليا أغلب الأراضي هجرت بالإضافة إلى أن صارت هجرة من الريف. فحقيقة هو الوضع الزراعي بصورة عامة مؤلم نتيجة هذه الأوضاع.
Iraq's water problem is twofold. First, it's climate change, higher temperatures, infrequent rains, and then there are upstream dams in Turkey and Iran that are reducing the flow of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, which created the cradle of civilization.
حقيقة عانت محافظة الديوانية أو عانى العراق بصورة عامة وخصوصا محافظة الديوانية من آثار الجفاف اللي ضرب البلد بصورة عامة نتيجة لقلة الإطلاقات المائية اللي تأتينا من تركيا ومن إيران.
The Turkish government disputes this framing. It claims that it's following the established agreements and that Iraq is wasting downstream water with outdated infrastructure. But the impact is felt by people far from the halls of power. The Iraq Green Observatory estimates that more than 60% of Iraq has been affected by desertification.
قصة المائية على أقلها إنقاذ الجنوب، يعني الجنوب هسه لحد الآن يعني نفقت مئات بل آلاف الحيوانات الكبيرة نفقت يعني من الجاموس والأبقار لجفاف الأوار.
Here on the outskirts of Al-Diwaniyah is a cattle farm. Just 5 years ago, they had 800 heads of cattle. Now they're down to 200 because of the drought. There's not enough water to keep them going or to grow the feed. Across the way, actually, they have a small field where they're using a new drip irrigation system, which is still pretty rare in Iraq. It uses less water resources, and it could be part of the solution to the problem, but there's just not enough of it. People are finding ways to adapt to life with less water, but even some of those solutions have been threatened by the extreme drought.
إلى تصحر أراضي زراعية واسعة، يعني كنا نزرع 3000 دونم، الآن نزرع 700 دونم وعلى مياه الصرف الصحي فقط. وهذه الأرض تشاهدونها تحولت إلى أرض جرداء في حين كانت أرض صالحة للزراعة وأرض منتجة. جفاف الأنهار استخدمناها للري في وقت الضيق أو في قلة الماء. هسه حاليا كنا نستخدم البذول، المياه يعني المياه المالحة أو البذول نستخدمها في بعض المناطق لزراعة بعض المساحات. هسه حاليا حتى البذول قلت، جفت البذول من انحصار الماء أو من قلة الماء أو عدم وصول الماء نهائيا. حتى أثر سلبيا على محطة الأبقار اللي أدت إلى هلاك عدد كبير من الحيوانات بسبب قلة المياه وبسبب قلة المحاصيل العلفية اللي كانت الجانب الزراعي يجهز الجانب الحيواني بها. وانتم شفتوا آثار الهلاكات الموجودة بسبب تدهور الوضع.
Iraq is working on building up reforestation projects. It's also banned farmers from growing rice during drought periods because the crop uses so much water. This is the new reality for Iraq, and while the latest rains have brought hope, farmers here are facing a long summer ahead. For more videos like this one, subscribe to our YouTube page.